Hi guys, today my video is about who beat Barou. Hope you guys like the drawing. I'll show you my slideshow on who I think beat Barou. So Barou's team consists of Narahaya, Nishioka, and of course Barou. They were shown to be beat in the first match, and Nishioka was taken, and Barou and Narahaya were in the 2v2 elimination round. Now, in the elimination round, they quickly find Isagi and Nagi. Now, Isagi and Nagi, they were the first to get eliminated into this 2v2 round, and they were the first team to lose. Now, when they entered the room, after like a minute, they find Barou and Narahaya. Now, after this, I thought differently, and I was thinking if a team beat Barou, Narahaya, and Nishioka, it should have been a fast match and a high-ranked team that beat them. So what I took under my hood was that a team that was strong and shown to beat Barou was a team that had to be passed by the second selection. When they were passed by the second selection, the teams that were shown to be passed were teams that consist of 5 and 7 teams. So later on, I did some research and I found players 1 to 50 that were shown to pass the 100 goals selection round in 90 minutes for the first rank 50. I found this rank and I looked over it and I crossed out every player that were in teams of 3. Every player that was in teams of 3 were crossed out in red, and of course all the manga players here that didn't succeed to this end of the second selection were crossed out in black. The rest of the people that weren't crossed out and left blank were people that were going to be players that beat Barou's team. Just to remind you, Narahaya is ranked with 38, so that means one thing. It means the team of 3 should have been higher than 38 and more around the 20s. So when we go to the next slide, we were shown to have everyone crossed out except for 5 players: Yukio, Corona, Tanaka, Haji, and Sokoro. Now, the reason why I have 2 players crossed out in green is Yukimiya and Hiyori, and the reasoning why is because these 2 are the strongest players that could have been in a team of 3 that could have beat Barou, because all the rest of the 5 players that haven't been crossed out are just side characters, and Yukimiya and Yohiyori were the 2 main characters in this team in the final 7 that could have beat Barou. Now, these 2 are very strong players, and if Hiyori did long shot passes to Yukimiya or the mystery 3rd player, Yukimiya could have obviously did a quick 1v1, used his speed and dribbling to get past Barou, Nishioka, or Narahaya. Now, my second reasoning why I took Hiyori and Yukimiya under my team of 3 is because when you look at the rest of the 5, Yukio, Corona, Tanaka, Haji, and Soroka, only one of the 5 here made it past the 3rd selection. The only player here that made it past the 3rd selection was Corona. Now, I'm pretty sure all these players made it to the bench of the U20 match against U20 Japan, but the only player that really stood out to me here might have been Corona, but Yukio. Yukio showed crazy physicality, and in the tryout matches, he was the only one that really stood out to me. He had insane jumping, and when the ball was like 8 feet in the air and he took it and headed it away, I'll show you later, he said it was very easy. Now, even though Corona here was the only one out of these five that made it past the third selection in the top 23, he didn't show much appearance and didn't show that he could have been the third player to destroy Barou. Now, for the rest of the three, Haji, Sakura, and Tanaka, I didn't really see much of them. That's why I crossed them out. They didn't show to be any good to beat Barou's team and Nishioka. So I think it only consists of two players left, Yukio or Corona. Now, I'll show you more of why I think it's Yukio. When you go here and you see the fifth team that was cleared, it shows Nico, forgot his name, Hiyori, and Yukio. These two are on a team, and even though Yukimiya wasn't here, the fifth player here was Hajime Nishioka. Now, my reasoning why I think Yukimiya was still on this team of three is because shown here, even though Yukimiya is here with this team was only these three and Kiora. Now, they picked up him after a match of my God. After a match of Yukio, Hiyori, and then Hajime Nishioka. It would make sense after a 4v4 and how Yukimiya was the last pick, and he was picked out of a 3v3 match after after the team of three, Karasu, Ate Otoya, and this guy were defeated by the 4v4 match of these four against Zantetsu, Barou, Nagi, and Chigiri. These four finally picked out the highest rank here, which was Jin Kiora, and later they were the second team to pass the second selection. Now, even though these three were in a team of five that passed the second selection by being the third team, they also shown to be another team of three that had rank 98, and then the 4v4 against these four, but instead of this guy, it was the other guy, the rank 98, and then another guy, and then these four against Yukimiya, Hajime Nishioka, Hiyori, and Yukio. It would have been a good match, but we later know that these four won, and they took Yukimiya because he was very talented. And later on, Yukio, Hiyori, and Hajime Nishioka later pick on Nico and the other guy. I think his name is Samara. I'm not even gonna try. So yeah, that later took me to cross out Corona, Takana, Haji, and Sakura, and put in Yukio, Yukimiya, and Yohiyori. This team of three is very strong and could have a slight chance of beating Shoei Barou, Nishioka, and Narahaya, but why I think they actually beat them 5-4 is because even though Barou is very good, he only unlocked that chop feint in the 3v3 match when he had the Nagi and Isagi with him. He only later found like a new ability after he got defeated. So I think he was good, but he could have been better, and that's what he was missing when he lost. Alright, so yeah, the mystery team here consists of Hiyori, Yukio, and later Yukimiya. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys have any changes you guys want to send to me, I'm going to try to make the comments available. I don't really know how to yet, but hope you guys liked the video. These are my final three of the team that beat Barou. These guys are very strong, and they made it past the second selection. Only these two made it past the third selection, and shown to have greater skills and with his street dribbling and his passes. This guy's height and physicality was very good, It was almost unstoppable, but they later showed to be a very good team and the team that I think beat Barou. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll try to post more. Also, guys, I hope you guys like the drawing of who beat Barou. I'm gonna put this up on my wall. It looks very good. And yeah, it took me almost an hour, but yeah. I mean, these two words didn't take me an hour. They took me less than 4 minutes. But this took time. I had to trace the words, but like here, the words, I cannot draw like that. But I can draw like this. Alright, I hope you guys liked the video. See you next time. If you guys have any recommendations on like another video, I'm trying to do who beat Cheeto, but I think that would be like a later thing because whoever beat Cheeto was a very low rank and because he got a red card because he was bored. So I'll try to make a video on that, but if I can't, you guys know the reason why, because they were complete nobodies that beat his him and his third teammate. I'll try to figure that out. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll keep on posting. The only time I'll stop posting is at the end of summer because I'll have to be focusing on school. Alright, bye guys.